Hey, what's up everyone? I'm SuperSonicJB, welcome back to more Kinkoi Golden Loveriche, the PC. So last time I continued playing through more of the game's story and spent some more quality time with Reina and everything, and yeah, we learned more about Torio's what's happening with his life and all that, and yeah, it was Christmas Eve and we had some fun. And technically it still is Christmas Eve when I'm recording this part. But yeah, and on the same day and everything. So yeah, we did all that. Now continue on. Or well, I think we're going to be in the game today's episode. We should be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the finale. So yeah, we're going to go and get started. Like the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps a lot. And comment, subscribe my channel. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and try and beat the game in today's episode. You know, complete runs are out and all that. So let's do it. Alright, so I'm not reading that part. Decided it was time for them to head home. Yeah.
ちかちゃん、このマフラー使ってよ。
ありがとう、トリオくん。
じゃあ、二人とも。じゃあな、オロ。また正月に。
Oh yeah. Oh, wait a second. I brought a scarf from my room. Wrapped around Tori's neck. Give it back on New Year's. Don't get it dirty. Yeah, they're not really wearing coats. Tori's got a bad habit of licking off or gnawing on scarves so they covered his mouth. To take it easy from him. So take it away from him if he starts doing it, that Chica.
了解。
小学生の頃の癖だろ。
We saw them both off. Heck yeah.
寒い。今夜のコーヒー牛乳はホットが美味しそうだね。
I'm sure it is.
野球のことは全然わかんないけど。
Yeah, he's enjoying that. He loves that lap pillow, man. He really does.
島くんが言ってたのって悪くない話なんじゃない？
Yeah, not at all.
じゃあなんで落ち込んでんの？
Her nose on my cheek and thrown his belly. Oh boy. We're gonna actually pet my head when I suckered up. Her felt wonderful, I'm sure, the way I see it. As long as I made it through Noble Academy in one piece, I've become a civil servant and be set for life.
問題を起こさなきゃね。
Yeah, I guess so. I believe it could bring me happiness. But there's a part of me that also believes that isn't enough. I don't want to be led an ordinary life anymore. I don't want to just act cool, I want to be cool. That was a lie. I couldn't act the part even if I wanted to. There's no way I'd be able to pull it off, and that was all there was to it. I wanted to lead a cool life and be envied and respected by everyone around me. But I couldn't do it.
誰だってそうだよ。
Judging from Rena's tone, she was attempting to console me. Had Rena experienced the same sort of failure I had? That was a small relief in and of itself, but I couldn't help but feel pathetic for it. I realized it today, but I was content with that line of thinking so long as Torio was there. I was satisfied since he was doing well for himself. It's the kind of feeling you get where even if you hate putting in the effort, you don't care so long as your favorite celebrity succeeds.
それもみんなそう。
Surprising though, when did I turn into a middle-aged man? Rena softly brushed her fingers through my hair. That is just so soothing. If not for her, I might have cried again. I knew just how pathetic I was. Dude, come on. I finally got my life together, but I wanted Torio to have enough adventures to make up for it. Wanting to live vicariously through him does make me sound pretty pathetic though.
そんなことないって。
Really
でも
now.
それだと、島くんが選んだ方は微妙だね。
Exactly, it was a shock. Torio was about to go down the road to stardom, and I wanted nothing but the best for him. Unfortunately, it wasn't a decision I could very well criticize. He wanted to walk along a steady path just like I'd done. Torio could lead such a lifestyle as long as he stayed in Japan and didn't get hurt. Once he met everyone's expectations after reaching stardom, then he could go to the major leagues in the United States whenever he wanted. Who knows whether he'd be able to avoid getting hurt, but it'd be a heftier gambit if he's up and moved to America now. Yeah, I couldn't very well convince him to go abroad when I had chosen to live a stable life here. Ha! This was depressing. Grab my face into her belly once more, dude. This time, Reina didn't pet my head.
ねえオーロ、まだ夏に会ったことが怖い？
Huh?
まあトラウマってやつだよね。私にはそういうのないからよくわかんないけど。
Yeah.
お昼に来たあの人たち見てるとさ、夏にオーロがしたことってやっぱり後悔することじゃなかったと思うんだよ。
Yeah.
オーロがしたことはただかっこよかったと思うんだよ。少なくともお昼の3人はそう思ってる。
Their smiling faces sprung to mind.
だからさ、そんなバランス取るとかそういう言い訳はもういいと思うんだ。オーロがしたいようにすればいい。それが一番かっこいいよ。オーロのこと一番知ってる私が保証する。
Aww. Excuses. I wasn't making excuses. I was, but Reina was right. I've been making excuses left and right since summer, and I was terrified of trying to become my ideal golden self. But those three, I destroyed their dreams. I sat upright.
よしよし。
I pet my head all over again. The sort of look that I have on my face. There was no way I'd known without looking in a mirror.
やっとかっこいい顔になったね。
Ooh. I had no clue, but I grabbed my phone.
もしもし。どうしたオロ？
Hey.
そろそろ家に着くよ。マフラーサンキュー。すっげえあったかい。
Yeah, sure. About that scarf, I'm actually going to need it on New Year's, so could I get it back before the end of the year? Let's meet up again on New Year's Eve. Today was Christmas, which meant New Year's Eve was 1 week away. I should be able to pull it off within the next week, yeah. Okay, what should I do? Oh, I'm gonna read this
シエカちゃん
text.
はどうする？
Bring her with you. We could go on our first shrine visit together afterward. Oh, he sounded nervous when he answered the phone, but he seemed much happier before he hung up. I felt bad since I had basically caught him in a small trap. Oh well. Whether or not he went along with it was his call. What is then?
こんにちは。
Sylvie! I had a feeling she'd pop out of nowhere.
どうしたい？パーティーが終わったから来てしまいましたわ。
Oh
シ
yeah?
ルビー様がどうしてもとおっしゃって、こちら参加して皆さんに配った粗品です。
あと料理長に頼んでパーティーの料理をいくつかお弁当にしても
We
らってき
missed the
ました。
party, man. Although I think if we did Sylvie's route, we went to the party.
やった
Oh, looks delicious. Yeah, Sylvie, could I ask a favor? I'd like to borrow your cheat powers. Actually, your cheat powers.
オーロが言うなら何でも。オーロ、何かあった？
Huh?
なんだか。
It's like what?
何してるんです？窓からこそこそと。サプライズ仕掛けるんじゃないの？
No, brother.
やめとく。
Of course he did. I'm counting on you then.
頼んだで受けられるほど軽いお願いではありませんよ。
接触が大変ですわ。まったく。大丈夫よ。私はオーラの味方だもの。お願いなら何度も
You're
聞
so
いてみ
cute,
せるわ。
You're a lifesaver. Now then. Start tomorrow. Things are about to get hectic.
ただいま。
Yeah, welcome home. Rhea, who had apparently been out, had come back. Wait, there was snow on her legs, but her clothes were bone dry. Hey, Rhea,
なんだろう。
isn't your face kind of red?
うるせえ。関係ねえだろ。
She turned her head and looked awfully bashful for some reason. Why aren't you with your family too? My gosh.
昔みたいな顔すんな。たく。
Damn.
金色ラブリッチェ。
So she was gonna come as Maria Bishop, but she changed her mind. Wow.
結局雪積もりませんでしたね。
There's no snow anywhere, girl. It fell on Christmas Eve, but didn't stick. Wasn't that the best outcome you could ask for? I guess Christmas is over now. By the way, Akane-chan, where are you not going home to visit your folks yet? What about you, my guy?
実は大掃除が終わってなくて。
Nah, I think you can go
大
home.
晦日あたりまで。
I think you cleaned enough. I think you can go home. Clean, huh? That's not good. You need to stick to a schedule, otherwise you'll never finish.
先輩たちも先週まで苦しんでたくせに。まあ、いっか。そんなわけで、今年いっぱいは寮ですから。ギリギリまでは付き合いますよ、先輩。
Oh yeah? Ah.
Fire!
Yeah. Start off with a group jog. I need to get my body back into shape first. I don't know the time I finish my warm-up.
市松殿。
What's up? At least on any news?
アメリカからご足労いただくのは苦労しましたが。
They sent a ride with a rugged-looking black man in tow.
ジョン・スミスさんです。
John
偽名です
Smith.
が、ここではそうお呼びください。
Yeah, at least, yeah, I figured as much. Hi! Hello. This had to be just the man I asked for. Your lifesaver.
シルビー様のご命令です。仕方ありません。
Oh, are you worn out?
市松殿のご提案を聞いたシルビー様がどうしても結末を見たいと申して年末は帰国しないと言い出したのです。
Wow.
スケジュール管理が狂った上に本国からひどいお叱りで。
Oh, I'm sure. I'm really, really sorry.
あなたのせいではありません。
Oh, thank God it's not.
できればこの苦労を無意味なものにはしないでくださいね。
Will do. There was no telling how this would all pan out. I was putting my faith in them. In him, yeah.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Yeah. That's why they're not even saying golden in between. 8, 9, 10. What is he doing? Push-ups?
おっとっと、大丈夫かい。
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, I dropped it. You open it. Oh. Was he trying to pick her up and like use her as a dumbbell? Stop. Let's go again, so hop on.
なんかさっきからバタバタうるせえと思ったら。ああ、リアちゃん。
Wait, 1.
その人を背中に乗せてする腕立てって意
Oh,
味
okay,
あ
that
る
makes more sense, yeah. I figured a heavier load wouldn't hurt.
乗ってる側も楽しいよ。
Oh my gosh, I had to say it like that. I was about super soft, so I definitely don't mind. Oh, brother.
リアちゃんも乗ってみる？ほら、負荷は増えた方がいいよね。
Nah, I'd probably get her otherwise, yeah.
ほら、頑張れ、児童遊具。後で100円入れてやっから。
I think if he said the opposite, if he said, yeah, you got my back, he'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. Because he said no, it's like, oh, now I gotta. This was rough. His butt felt nice too, though. 1! Oh,
頑張
man.
れ。あ、電話だ。もしもーし。
No,
も
bro.
しもし、レイナ？オールは頑張ってるかしら？
Oh, yeah.
ほら、聞こえる？オールの苦しみ
I'm
声。
struggling, yeah.
頑張れ、オール。それで、レイナ、この前のパーティーのことなんだけど、計画してたことがお流れになっちゃったでしょ？それでね。
Oh, yeah?
本当に？じゃあ、大晦日に。またね、バイバイ。あれ？
Bye-bye.
オールが止まってる。とっくに潰れてるからどいてやれよ。
We crushed him. My god, how heavy are you?
う
God.
わ、ごめん。
Damn.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Heck yeah. I do like that little transition screen though. Alright. Boom! For smack.
野球のボールってこんなに速いんだ。
Yeah, I know they are. You had an easy time seeing them if you go to the batting cage. I doubt they go this fast though. Hey! Hey! Eyes. Okay. My arms are on pins and needles even with the baseball glove from cushioning, but I threw the ball back. First smack. And throw another pitch. When catch it for the first time forever. Youch. It was tough work to catch a ball. Going 160 kph, yeah.
それで先輩はこれを。
Well, I'd give it a shot anyways. There's a lot of transition screens here,
金
dude.
色ラブリッチェ。
It's a lot of parts, different parts of this last episode, I guess. Oh, gosh. 1. Dude, now you doing with her on there?
怪我が心配です。本人が言ってるんだからいいじゃん。
Yeah, I
ご協力
guess.
サンキューね、あやかっち。私一人じゃ負荷が足りないんだけど、二人だとさすがに重い。
It's on her bat.
ちょうどいい重さがなくてさ。
Usagi was just perfect.
この発言、私が木崎さんより重いと言ってるに同義です。
Yeah, watch what you say, man. Sorry. 3. I'm gonna go Joe Usagi to help me out for the day. Not that I'd ever say it to her face, but her pump ass felt incredible against my backup brother. Damn, dude, he's horny, man. 4, 5. Oh, brother, girl.
棟梁くん、楽しそうだね。
そうかな。オーロが認めてくれて、やっと迷いが晴れたよ。俺がこっちに残ったのは間違ってないって。
Heck yeah.
あいつの言うことはいつも間違ってないから、俺正しかったんだよな。
そうだね。呼ばれたの明日だっけ？
チカちゃんも来てくれるよね。
Of course. Dude, my gosh, the transition screens are everywhere in this
金色ラ
video.
ブリッチェ。
Alright, New Year's Eve. Sunny skies all around. And thank goodness for that, as strong winds would have been our biggest problem.
疲れてる？
I pushed myself too hard this week. I had to get myself back in decent shape though.
マジになったオーロは初めて見たけど、意外と泥臭いんだね。
Guess so. Wasn't very cool, huh?
悪くはないけど、オーロっぽくないかな。
That's so, and I guess it worked out. I won't do it again from now on. I lead a moderate, uneventful life. Today and never again.
オーロ
Hey, Troy showed up at a little afternoon just like we promised. Chica was with him. This conversation was just as important for her. Here, sit down the paperwork with my scarf in it. I brought them to me outside.
ここ俺たちは入るとまずいんじゃ。
Probably, but don't worry about it. I'm friends with the princess. We can cheat using her royal authority, so the school will let selling this minor go. Yeah, really.
王女様って何？
You haven't met Sylvie, yeah. Oh, did I not tell you? Chica, here, take a look. Show her the Soviet. Took a while back of Sylvie and I hugging.
シルビア王女様？
Heck yeah. You know her?
知ってるも何も、オーロくん知り合い？
Yeah, I
私
do.
みたいに音楽やってるのには同年代じゃ神様みたいな。あら、来たわよ。
There she is. Her reaction is more than entertaining than Torio's. Setting that aside for now, Sylvie's arrival was right in time. Alexandra trailed behind her along with... Hello, John. Good to see you. John Smith's sound, yeah. On that note.
オーロこの人誰？
Sylvie and Alexandra knew, but this was Torio's first time meeting him, and he was nothing short of confused. John Smith was an alias, yeah, I know. I hadn't heard his real name, but... You don't know? You don't recognize him? No, Torio probably did at least pose that question to him either way. Took a good look at him,
ごめん知らない。
and shook his head. That's so. Even someone like Torio, who had been a baseball fanatic his entire life, didn't recognize a fellow athlete. Probably just the sort of athlete we were dealing with. I heard he's a minor league 3A pitcher.
トリプル A
Pitcher from the minor leagues, lower division of the major leagues. It wasn't too shocking he didn't know him. What it was worth, John Smith was a professional baseball player, signed under formal contract. In fact, his credentials were so impressive that taking work outside the team was a breach of contract, and he was utilizing an alias. His straight ball pops at the 160 kph. He can output 160 pretty frequently too. He's been stuck in AAA leagues due to his lack of stability, and he's only gotten to play in the majors twice in his 6 years of playing professionally. It was awfully rude to me to talk about John Smith's side that way, but it didn't matter much since he didn't speak Japanese. Okay, so how'd you talk to him? I guess Sylvie and Eddie pieced together what I wanted to say. Torio grimaced. He flew in a few days ago, and he played for a bit. As a pitcher, he's light years better than you. Even then, he can't seem to make it to the majors.
そう
I guarantee you aren't some prodigal pitcher.
オーロくん。
That's my opinion as someone who's been with him for a decade, trust me. He might become a star if he stayed in Japan, especially you can pitch at 160. I bet the media would sing his praises if he did, but that won't fly abroad. AAA was the most he could expect. Making it to AAA at least in the majors was, of course, an outstanding achievement. It wasn't a fitting accolade for his talents.
そりゃ今はだけど、それこそプロに行って練習すればわからないだろ。
True enough. That was an unknown variable. It wasn't for me to nitpick, and I did think it was possible he might pull it off somehow with his skills. But I think it's futile, whatever. It's better if you focus solely on taking the field. That's why I personally think it'd be better if you train in America than to continue to pitch under your current coach. There you have it, Chica. He's going to America. I won't tell you to go with him, but if you do, wait until you graduate and study English in the meantime. There's a chance some blonde girl with huge kids could snack him while he's over there. But that could be out of your control.
しないよ。俺はチューカちゃん一筋で。それより俺は行かないって言ってるだろ。俺の将来だぜ。オーロが決めるなよ。
It put me at a disadvantage when he put it that way. You're right, but put it on. Got some baseball glove I borrowed from the academy. They came with a ball, of course, and a bat. Why don't we have a 3-pitch showdown? Grab the bat and point it straight at Torio. I give him a chance to prove that you got no talent as a pitcher. Torio didn't hesitate to put the glove on.
夏以降、野球からは離れてるんだよな。あ、バッティングセンターだけは行ってたとか。
Nope, I detested even to see the B in baseball ever since to him.
打てるわけないよ。わかるだろ。
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably what he said. He was grinning from ear to ear. Where he dropped his card to batter. Head for the edge of the field towards the batter's box.
ちょっと、あなた、オールをバカにしないで。
Heck yeah.
市松殿はこの1週間、かなりのハードワークで体の調子をかつてに戻しています。あなたのために。
Hell yeah. Don't tell him I wanted to throw him off his game.
そういう不意打ちは良くないよ、オーロ。
Hell
島
yeah.
君のためを思って、この1週間、血吐く思いで体作り直したこと、教えてあげなよ。
Told you, don't say it.
オーロくん。
Smith-san, if you would please. Smith-san, who asked to be the catcher, put on his mitt. His primary position was as a pitcher, but I was sure he could at least stop a pitch. Once our preparations were in order.
わかったよ。オーロ、でも悪いけど、手加減はしないからな。
He headed for the mound. The match was on. Attention, encase the field.
ねえねえ、そのまま投げちゃっていいの？まずは体を温めたりとか。ピッチャーって投げる前はブルペンとかいうなんか練習のとこで投げて肩作るんでしょ？
Yes, I
そう
do.
だ。ちょっとタイム。
But he managed to take a momentary break. Told you not to say anything. I wanted to establish whatever small advantage I could.
せこいのはダメだよ、オーロ。
Man, very limited of some stretches in light sprints, whatever. I've been stretching since this morning, so an advantage that had given me was gone. What a nightmare.
オーロくん、
She could look for an opening to speak.
私、どうしたらいい？
You don't have to do anything. You should be on his side. This isn't a matter of either of us being right or wrong. It wasn't as if either of us were in the right, namely Torio's desire to stay, and my wanting him to go abroad. Nothing was especially odd about him trying to lead a stable, well-balanced life. At the end of the day, he didn't have the proper mindset to fulfill his duties as a pitcher. It was too dangerous for him to undergo the coach's reckless training regimen. I believe the best course was for him to go to the majors. Well, I also wanted him to go. And that was why he would sell it with a match. That was all.
20球練習する。
Sure. For smack. Once I exited the box, Torio pitched into Smith-san's ready and went glove with zero hesitation. His first throw was one hell of a crack and literally went over 150. Wow, dude. So he isn't injured
よ
then.
かったね。
It would have made me happier if he was in some pain. Damn, dude. Being in peak condition was one of the best things a baseball player could hope for. Toro had that in spades. Heck yes. He single-mindedly threw a ridiculously perfect pitch. That was another talent of his.
悪いな、オロ。今日は絶好調だ。
Oh yeah.
見ててくれるといいのかな。
Wow! It was impressive enough to surprise a professional athlete. Hey man, he's impressive.
20球だ。
Yeah. Head back to batter's
勝
box.
ち負けはどうする？こっちは3ストライク取ったら勝ち。
Of course. I consider it a win if I land a single hit. You should be able to tell whether or not it's hittable, I'd assume.
Ah.
He wasn't only the one to slip in disregard. I'd also win if you walk me. It's overall in ball 3.
分か
Yeah.
ってる。そんなにいらないさ。行くぞ。
Go get the ball. Also, the musician Reina and Chica cleared away. He raised his arm overhead. And the match began. Hell yeah! Seconds later, I thunder start whack roared from the mitt behind me. So
ス
fast.
トライクだよな。
Oh yeah, yeah. Your ball's one strike. I was self-judging, but I had no intention of falsifying anything. Not when it came to umpiring anyways. Thunk. He threw the second pitch. Followed the same straight path once more. I took my shot. My bat reciprocated with a fierce swing. Bap bap. The ball thudded pathetically as it rolled to the side. It's a foul ball.
あれ今のってファールです
Yeah.
2ストライク。
I had been promptly concerned.
オーロさん
Cornered, whatever.
今ジャストミートで負けなかった
I never thought I'd lose with a metal bat. To be honest, I should have had the upper hand due to the metal bat I was using. Toro's 160 pitch was formidable. Although I landed a direct hit, I must have misinvented it by a fraction of a second and veered off to the side. You really got me this time. I don't know, there's one more to go.
次で決める。
No, brother, here we go. Your back-to-back pitch. If I were to strike out now, it was all over. Everything that had been going corner plan so far swung again. The ball rolled behind me. Ah!
またファール
He still gets to go though.
さすがに甘くないか。
He had pitched all 3 balls straight down the center. He wasn't going to beat me like this. And then it's gonna be ball this time. The next pitch, whack. Laying it Smithson's mitt. Was it a ball?
あれ今のって
There's a ball. The ball went into his mitt, but Torio looked disgruntled. That was only natural. It was nearly grazed him out. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a
オーロ
ball.
の負け
ストライクゾーンというのを外れたようです。あれはピッチャー側の失投になります。
Yeah. But he did that on purpose to try and bait me to swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What's wrong? Got cold feet? Get cold feet, sorry.
うるさい。
But he came to score an empty swing. Luckily landed a curveball, but I hadn't swung. Alright, pitch another. There's a strike zone this time, but it simply grazed my bat and rolled it behind me. Damn!
この
Another pitch. Someone grazed the bat and rolled this as before. Dude, he just keeps hitting the tip. Just the tip, man. And the next ball I didn't swing. Nice. Bam. Sound of it hit the mitt wasn't something somewhat quiet.
今のは
Ball, of course, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And veered too far to the side. Wasn't one playing at this point, so he immediately prepared for the next. He was a simple guy. He was going to go pro. You would need to at least be petty in these scenarios. On the 8th pitch, he rolled to the ground. Dude, my god. He just can't strike it out.
3球対決って言ったのに長くない
Still, he has no idea what the rules are.
あのファールで引き伸ばされていますね。おそらくこれは市松殿の作戦。
Yeah. Precisely. There was a distinct flaw in the rules of this match. There was no referee. The two of us acted as umpires, even though I hadn't planned on lying. Nobody was there to hold me, the batter, accountable. I didn't really swung at any balls that came into strike zone. Otherwise, I'd relax and remain still. Probably gonna miss eventually, though, dude. Troy's blazing fastball would inconstantly knock my swing away, but would still hit and ensure there was all foul balls. If there was an umpire, they would surely notice when my bat suddenly stopped and I'd be out due to foul bunts. Yeah, Terrio could tell when self-judging, and Smith's son had agreed not to say a word. I mean, yeah, that meant I was playing dirty, but it was his fault for not verifying the accuracy of those calls. To discern when the opponent had broken the rules was an important quality to have in baseball. And thunk, the ninth pitch, Torres pitch. I'm not good. Quack. Only catcher's mitt in an exemplary perfect position. Strike 3 then, right?
今のストライクゾーン
From behind, she can Rena's point of view, who vaguely knew the rules of the game. That ball was nothing short of perfect. Ian Smith's on hand, not acknowledge it was a strike. Damn. I disagree from my perspective. I marked the third strike of my loss. But no, it was fine. 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count, huh? What?
そうなん
As long as I sounded fully confident. Or would obediently have proceeded to pitch next pitch, yeah. She ran, and even a pro like Smith's on acknowledged it was a strike. Yeah, but I don't know. Troy had too much I could tell. This is a little too cheap, so I really ought to tell him. I told you this before. Fix that hat of yours already. That where your nostrils flare and you lean forward when you try to pull a fast one on someone. I was like the only one in the whole world who noticed. The greatest flaw in this guy's pitching was his lack of stability. In fact, he always threw straight balls or anything remotely technical. Was his facial expressions. His tell gave away his next pitch. This guy would have gotten this far on his merits of a straight ball's speed since he was little. Naturally assumed it was his job to pitch into the strike zone. Looked around him and he was averse to any pitches outside the strike zone. The missed swing showed on his face unintentionally that his heart wasn't in pitches not intended to strike his opponent out. The expression gave away any throw was meant to be an empty swing, a swing outside the strike zone. He had thrown earlier with the same type of look on his face. It may have been a careless pitch that went into the strike zone, but inside he considered a ball. This is why he agreed his pitch was a ball as long as I said so. His one other weakness was. Next will be the last. Just maybe bring it on. Already took my position. Torio grasped the ball. This guy seriously had no talent as a pitcher. Dude, his other ball was currently on his face. I said this pitch would be the last. He automatically got into the mood to settle it all with his single throw. He wasn't too honest. The weakness was written all over his face. It was the expression of a man with glittered eyes who had bet it all on this showdown. His face told me everything in his next pitch. He would avoid a straight ball while being vigilant of fouls, and yet will go for a strike. He hurled a stuffless curveball in the strike zone. Unlike every pitch before, I slowly called in my he hit it. Looks like I didn't spare any of my strength any longer. I couldn't hit that ball straight ball, but if you pitch had no stuff behind it.
すごーい
お見事です。
That ball tore through the sky far off as there a New Year's sky. He still got dragged out though. Bam. Sitting the rest watched that ball which transcended the Academy's fence like it was a grand spectacle. Only Torio failed to watch. There was no need to look. He could tell from the sound. I knew it to a home run. I guess hitability wasn't even a factor. They said a good pitcher could tell when a home run was struck by the sound alone. He may have had the talent of a good pitcher in this one attribute. I had over Torio who looked marginally on the verge of tears. I couldn't really call this a bet. I wouldn't tell you to get to the majors just because I won. I just think that if you're going to go pro in the future, it'd be best if you held yourself in high regard, not as a pitcher, but as a fielder, just like I have. I think the rest threw on your own. Once the others realized his match was over, they all gathered around. City's face screamed, "You're in trouble, Oro," but she obviously didn't say it when she noticed Torio's expression. Chika also came over and...
棟梁くん、単純にね、私もオーロくんに賛成だった。だって最近の棟梁くん、ちっとも野球が楽しそうじゃなかったもの。
Oh yeah?
夏からずっと、オーロくんがいなくなってからずっと。でも私は野球をやってる棟梁くんが好き。環境を変えるのはいいことだと思うよ。国ごと変えても。
Damn.
ちょっと寂しいけど我慢する。浮気はダメだよ。
チェカちゃん。
Was that Torio's still her stiff expression relaxed? Come on, man. If you're going to be so moved by a single comment from your girlfriend, was there really a need for a match?
本当は分かってた。自分でも分かってた。ピッチャーには向いてないって。配球の組み立てとかメンタルリセットとかできなくて、それでも早く投げるのはできたからやってこれたけど、プロの世界で通じるとは思ってなかった。本当はもっと早く引導渡して欲しかったのかも。
Damn.
お前に。
Rest easy. You got the makings of a batter. Watch it swing at any ball that comes your way head on. That's where your talents shine brightest. You have my guarantee. He must have made up his mind. He gave a tiny nod and returned to Chika.
ありがとう。みんなにはなんて言おう。急にハマナやめるなんて。
Those guys actually want you to go. That's what they came and told me. The coach and geezers on that committee would definitely be in that tizzy, but it served them right as far as I was concerned, so I didn't mention it.
オロ。
Yeah.
いつになるかわからない。でも、向こうでデビューするときは、応援に来てくれるか？
Of course. Huh?
来いよ。お前が勧めたんだぞ。
I mean, it's not like I mind the idea. But don't they tend to decide that stuff last second? Not to mention the time difference abroad with whatnot. Yeah, time difference, yeah. Man, whenever I go to Japan, man, it's gonna feel weird with the time difference. Holy shit, they're like, what are they, like 24 hours ahead of us? So like when I say I go on a Monday, or I think it's Monday, like say it's Monday over here, when I go over there, it's a Tuesday. Like, what the hell?
デビューと同じ、いつでも会いに行けるわ。
本当に
？Not happening. That's a 12-hour road trip. Yeah. It wasn't exactly the most serviceable distance, not to mention how uncomfortable it'd make me to borrow a private jet from royalty on my personal list. Dude, I think it'd be better to do that than, like, travel to another airline, you know? I do promise to at least be there for your debut match.
やった！
私も行く！シルビー、飛行機は2人席、ファーストクラスね。
Of course.
ファーストクラスしかないわ。
Of course.
もちろんいいわよ。というか、あなたたちが専用で使えるよう飛行機を何台かプレゼントしましょうか。できるわよね、エル。
All of these our private planes!
年明けまで待っていただければ簡単です。
We obviously couldn't ask for that. Yeah, I think just riding on one's good enough. Coach rapidly had gone off the charts. It really was baffling how off the charts and scale anything became when royalty got involved. Like, my god, you get a private plane, and you get a private plane or jet or whatever. It was just a difference in me and Torio's way of life. All we were talking about was about how Buddy and I could strike a balance between our differences. Heck yeah, man. Alright.
作っておきましたわ、すき焼き。
Mia-chan came too.
皆さんお腹を空かせて戻ると思い、お夕飯を用意しておきました
Just as a
の。
maid girl.
すき焼きのことは私にお任せあそばせ。美味しそう。
お任せしてしまい申し訳ありません、神成様。
大晦日はすき焼きだよね。
俺たちにいただいちゃっていいの？
Shout out and see pricey meat.
オーロくん、なんであのバレエ界の神聖と呼ばれる神なる様がメイドさんしてるの？
So it was just about that time when we got back. We all had dinner as a group. Mia-chan apparently had prepared for us. It was as tasteful as you expect.
ねえ、締めは？今日はお蕎 ば、年越しのおそばを締めにするのが大晦日すき焼きの醍醐味なよ。前に聞いておりますわ。ちゃんと取り寄せております。やっほーい。
Tingly knit meal together.
またお高い肉かよ。
Yeah.
霜降りとかそういうの、こんなのいただいちゃっていいの？すき焼きっていいわね。
やはり生卵はなりません。
I'm sure, in the midst of it all. What's wrong? You're not gonna eat? If you're not going to eat, feel free not to. I'll eat your meal. Give me so you can stick with tofu and rice. Taki and noodles and
けどお肉ばかり食べない。
Shut up, yo. I'm sorry.
なんかちょっと焼ける。
Huh?
俺お前がいなくなってずっとくすぶってたけど、お前はもうこっちで随分楽しい時間を見つけてたんだな。
Yeah, I guess so. This had become clear to me time and time again this month, but the old academy is where I belong now. My time here was so much fun. It's the place I found my golden time. Hell yeah. Make sure you go find your own. This is how we all matter most in life. Search for golden time or color within you. But search a place in time you could be golden. And make sure it didn't get away from you once you found it. Nobody knows anyone's most precious adventure and how you best struck a
お
balance.
肉売り切れますわよ。
Damn, crap, let's eat for you. Going back to the sukiyaki.
嬉しそうね、レイナ。そうかな。レイナはいつもオーラを見てるものね。
Yeah,
ま
yeah.
あね。彼氏だし。でも見られる努力も忘れちゃダメよ。え、この後。困ったな。
What? And so you were discussing something or other. It's time to hear it for that matter. I was too busy as sukiyaki to lend an ear. What was it though?
じゃあオーラくん、明日はそっちが。
I know. I'll get in touch once I get back home. I was at home. Ultimately got pushed back to New Year's Day. Dude, you didn't go home till like you missed out on Christmas with your family. It was beyond my control given how hectic everything turned out. May as well kill time however I could and make a leisurely trip back home tomorrow. So I thought when.
シルビー様、カミナル様、お急ぎください。飛行機に間に合いません。
もう慌ただしいわね。でもこれを逃すと滑走路が使えないので、新年までに国に帰れませんわ。国家の一大事になります。
Damn.
はいはい。あ、オーラ、ちょうどいいところに。
Huh?
ふふん。
So he asked me to come to the academy for some reason. Everything baseball related had been taken care of. What could this be for? I bear with the cold went into the academy and found. Aww. Oh. Damn, that's the thing she was making? It's so pretty.
ああ、オーラ、やっと来た。へへへ。どうだい？似合うかい？
Yeah, looks good. Aww. So pretty. Great. My brain froze for a second. Reina was always cute, but when I saw her in that getup, the word generous wasn't a word I used often. Was it the costume?
仮装言うな。シルビーの服。本当はクリスマスパーティーでこうする予定だったんだけど。
Ah, that definitely would have been a more appropriate time to have worn this.
もともとこういうのはたまにやってるんだ。お互いの服変えたりさ。
Yeah? You say how now that she mentioned it.
でもやっぱこんなおしとやかなのはねえ、なんか照れるかも。しかも人に見られるって、オーラに見られるって。
Aw.
だんだんガチで恥ずくなってきた。
I'm sure you are too. Oh, you look incredible in that. It was odd of me to say it considering I knew a honest to goodness princess, but she was gorgeous enough to pass as a princess on some land. Wow. A girl from us out of this world. Wow.
ジロジロ見んなっつに。
It was bashful. Oh, is it? Maybe the outfit, even every little gesture of hers seemed trim and proper. What a turn on.
もう着替えようかな。この格好、実はかなり寒い。
Really? Would you like my coat?
いいよ、着替えるから。
I'll lend you my coat.
着替えてほしくないのね。
Nope.
でも上着、嬉しいけど、オーラが
I
風
think he'll be
よ。
fine. Gee, I came here for spur of the moment at Sylvie's request, so all I had on under my coat was a flimsy t-shirt. We need to find a way to warm me up without using my coat or changing clothes then.
校舎はいらないと思う。
Oh boy. A bed then? Oh boy. A bed it is. Took her hand and led her straight to my room. Oh
お
boy.
い、布団ってまさか。
What else would I be referring to? Oh boy. You don't want to?
もう、この服借り物なんだから汚さないでよね。
Oh my gosh. These two. Reina shrugged her shoulders, but I couldn't help but notice her grin. And please follow me to bed, princess. Oh boy, rather.
苦しゅうない。
We don't see that scene now. Ah. Felt the flickering rays of the sun on me and over my eyes. Oh. Reina? She was gone. Oh. That was odd. We fell asleep here together last night. It wasn't today, January 1st? So it happened New Year's Eve then. Maybe she had gone out. Ugh, I was whipped yesterday. I was exhausted all the way up until yesterday, to be precise. I dragged my lethargic body out of bed.
もうすごいいいじゃん。
Oh. You could hear Reina outside the room. She was here? Hey, Reina! Open the door.
おはよう、ねぼすけさん。おはよう、ほら。ハッピーニューイヤー。
Said in English, too. I mean, isn't Zoe's native language like English? I don't know, man. They look cute in those kimonos, dude. I
明
like
けま
it.
しておめでとうございます。
新年からたるんでる。と言いたいですが、日本には寝正月なる
Dude,
習
we had a-
慣があるのでしたか。
We had a Japanese exchange student actually stay with us back in the day, and my sisters got to wear kimonos with her, too. That was a pretty cool experience, honestly. I was surprised right out the heels of yesterday. Actually, I was only compounded by how many people were here today. What's going
昨
on?
日と同じ。今日はみんなも引きずり込んでやった。どうだい？
It's wonderful. Didn't all of you go back to your country, though?
王族といえど年末年始の飛行場を自由にはできないもの。遅刻したら帰れないのは仕方ないわね。日本の年末渋滞ラッシュというものを甘くは。
Yeah, well, I don't know why I said that. That wasn't my line. Ellie-san seemed upset.
お
Ellie-san?
気になさらず。ただ、新年から始末書の山を片付けつつ、一族老頭に
Why
叱ら
can't I
れ
see
る
her in
に
that
入ってる
kimono, you know? Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it was depressing.
帰れなかったのは不幸だけど、どうだいこの振り袖。みんなの分デザインしといたんだから。
For everyone.
すっごく可愛いわ。レーナに言われて年明け3学期を楽しみにしていたけど、
That's what you made.
今日元日に着るのもいいわね。
気が重いこともありますが、この服は気に入りました。
日本人の美意識というのは侮れませんわね。
Yeah. All three of them seemed to like them. He went without saying I was intrigued by their outfits too.
やっぱいいよね、おしゃれって。その日その日でテンション上がるっていうのさ。
You've really come into your own as a designer, huh?
さて、じゃあみんな初詣でも行こっか。3人とも今日はいいんでしょ？
Yeah.
ご一緒しましょう。
明日以降のことは忘れたいです。
実は日
Sure.
本の初詣も気になっておりましたの。
Everyone set out with Reina the lead. They got changed to follow them
今
after
日は
them.
どんな面白いことがあるかな。
Who knows, maybe what I can say is everything's gonna be great as long as you're with me, Reina. That was just the kind of person Reina was. Adept at striking a balance Also extraordinary at if nothing else, making sure everyone was happy and having fun. Hadn't someone called it motherly lover once before? Yeah. What was this what they meant?
なんだよ、照れるじゃん。褒めすぎかよ。
Yeah, I'm sure. She always did look incredibly trendy on the outside, though. Tough cookie to wrap your head around. Except for the fact that it was so much fun to be with her. Oh, that's it. It's music, though. It's fading away. Is this song copyright, by the way? I sure hope not. Because sometimes these visual novel games have copyright songs, like their openings or whatever. Alright, there we go though, guys. We have done it. We have beaten the Reina's route and Kinkoi Golden Loveriche. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to be doing any more routes, by the way, because yeah, it would take too long to get through all that, and I just don't want to do it. I'll do that on my own free time, but usually when I play these visual novels like this, I just do one route and then that's it for the series, you know? So, yeah, we are at the end of the year too, so we didn't need to finish this game soon. So, yeah, time to give up my opinions on the game and all that. So, Kinkoi Golden Loveriche, I think it's a really good game, honestly. Like, first off, I gotta say, like, the art style looks amazing in this game. I think, like, the character design overall and, like, the environments and everything look very beautiful. Like, I don't know, like, the artist did such a fantastic job, but usually visual novels like this, they always have amazing art, which I really like. And I like how the picture, like when it turns, just shows like a new picture or whatever. But yeah, the story with in this game is pretty good for the most part. Like, I did think that the beginning of it was a little fast, like how like Oro instantly found Sylvie and all that. Like, I don't know, I felt like that went by a little too quick, but it was still kind of funny and hilarious, dude. And yeah, this game's pretty long too. Like, it actually took me many episodes to actually finish this game and everything. I don't think it's as long. It's not as long as like Princess Evangel or something like that, but it's still a fairly long game. I think it is definitely longer than some of the other visual novels I've played this year. So yeah, I think this is a really good game overall. Like, the story and characters were definitely really awesome. Like, definitely Reina was my favorite out of all the girls and everything, and even like other characters like Torio and some of the other guys were pretty cool too. But I did like the character development for all the different characters and everything. That was pretty cool and everything. Thanks to our Kickstarter backers. So it was nice. It's a Kickstarter game, I guess. But yeah, it was a great game overall. I really love the music too. The music is really good, and you know, just a good game. I wish there was more decisions you could make, but still, I really like the game overall. Uh-oh. Papa.
Papa.
Oh. You surprised me.
朝ごはんの最中に新聞読むなって何遍も言ってるっしょ。
Who the heck's reading the newspapers anymore?
パパ、お行儀悪い。
Aw. 2 daughters? Oh, sorry. It said the newspaper side. Oh, they're married now. That's so cute, man. That's so cute. They're married. Aw. Okay, why don't we eat? Why don't we eat? Wait, why is her hair color different than... It looks like, why is her hair color different? Like, this girl has Oro's hair color. This girl... Wait, no. Like, this girl has... Whose hair color is that, you know? Maybe it's like relatives of one of them too, I don't know. Maybe none of them more like any other. Our daughters had gotten bigger and we could now finally have a calm meal. We did have a third on our way. Yeah, I can tell. So we'd be back to hectic let's breastfeeding this and diapers that soon enough.
新聞、言うから一応取ってるけど、読んで何か楽しい？
I'm sure grannies and grandpas come in City Hall all the time, so it'd be nice if I could pick something up for today's paper to draw a conversation at City Hall. It's really tough being a civil servant. It's gonna wear your papa ear out. Aww. Sonny told me my 2 very impressionable daughters were sounding a lot like Reina at their age, but this is gonna be a son.
大変なのはわかるけど、誰かさん、新聞はスポーツ欄しか見てないじゃん。典型的なおっさんになっちゃったね。パパ？
I'm average at best, and don't say I'm stereotypical, yeah. You understand once you're older.
最近は新聞もメジャーの情報載せてくれて助かるね。
Really now?
島くん、昨日はどうだった？
He went 2 for 5 at bat.
いい
Okay.
感じじゃん。
Not home runs though. If he keeps this up, he won't earn the title of home run king this year. He worked real hard for 2 years to get this far too.
要求が高すぎ。千恵香ちゃんが怒ってたよ。オーロくんから電話が来るたび、
Oh,
プレッシャー
they're
かけら
married
れてる
too. Aw.
旦那がかわいそう。
Aww. Players start getting discouraged around 9 years in, and I wanted to give him that extra push.
そっか。もう9年か。
Gonna had a solid looking rise. 9 years already passed since he debuted overseas. Damn. So much has happened since then. Reina and I finally got married after a lengthy time of living together, and I found employment as a civil servant. And
来週雑誌の人がうち取材に来るから。
you're a fashion designer? Again, there's been tons of them
あ
lately.
のお腹で遠出したくないから断ってるんだけど、あっちから来るって言われるとね。
Really
ま
now.
私のブランドにはいい宣伝だから、笑ってやっとかないと。
Reina's career was panning out rather nicely as well. She and I were toiling away at our perhaps happier than average lives.
ああ、こら、オーロセロリ残すなっつに。
And I was going to eat it last.
パ
Aw, I get it. You need to eat your peas too, though.
全部食べたえらいほら、パパとお姉ちゃんに見せてあげなさい。真っ白に輝くお皿
Aw.
を。本当に真っ白。あ、こら、お皿に残ったドレッシングは舐めないって注意したでしょ
And I still act like the same old friends we'd always been. Yeah, that's why we stayed so lighthearted even after we had children. So I thought we would be happy we made for a happy household, yeah. So we could be a nice average
さ
family.
てと、来週のインタビューのために、また黄金率についての簡単な説明とか考
Golden
えとかないと。
I sure love gold in
あ
this
れが
game.
一番聞かれるんだよな。うちのブランドの一番の売りだから仕方ないけど。ねえねえママ。ん？黄金率って何？そうだな。わかるかな？すごーく簡単に言うと、バランスが取れてるってこと。
Aw. There we go, guys. There we go. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yeah. Freaking router out is done. All right. So yeah, overall, Kinkoi Golden Loveriche. I think it's a fantastic game overall. I enjoyed it a lot. Great characters, great art, great music, and all that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I'd probably give it like I'd say like probably a 9.5 out of 10. I guess the biggest issue was the opening could have been better, and I guess some parts were a little slow. Like some of the pacing was a little off, but even still, I thought it was a great game overall. I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, guys, it's gonna do it for this series. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be playing next for Wednesdays, but we'll see. I haven't decided my final schedule yet when I'm recording this video. So yeah, first thing on end things out there for now. So thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button and comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.